I've always believed that to be a leader, the best thing to do to gain anybody's respect is to show them that you're willing to work hard, is to show them that you are part of the team, to show them that you want to make things better, that you want to improve things.
You went to the different chiefs of services, service line chiefs is what we would call them, I guess, in group health, and talked to them about what the students could bring, or what the PAs might bring. Maybe that's a good place to start again. How did you twist their arms?
It was being real. It was telling them giving them specifics, and it was showing them how we function in the ER and what an asset we were to the other rotations in the hospital. And once, I think, then we would make sure that if we did get that rotation, we put a very experienced PA there. And that then sold them, you know, for the most part. Never had anybody say, we don't want another PA. They always said they wanted another. So that was cool.
That's getting the first person in the door.
Yeah, that's right, the right person. The ER physicians they're a different breed. So Absolutely. It was easy. They have a great sense of humor, so that helped, because I have a little bit of a sense of humor. And so we just hit it off. We were able, you know, it's like there's no beating around the bush. We could just get to the point. Besides the ER, it was going into the other rotations and showing the chiefs that this is what we could do for you. In general, the PA profession is wonderful to just plop into any specialty because they have the experience under their belt of medicine. So then they can go to dermatology, they can go to surgery, they can go to ER medicine. One of the big questions we would get when we were interviewing people is, will I need this residency program in order to get a job in ER medicine? And back then we said, well, not really, but it helps.
Sure.
And I still think that residencies are important in that way. The ER residency, I just think PAs in general, you've got the MEDEX with all of the military guys coming out who've had a lot of experience in Afghanistan, or, you know, it was in Vietnam when we started the MEDEX program and that kind of stuff. So I just find that, personally, I think PAs are ideal for ER medicine and primary care. I think that is sort of the whole philosophy about PAs, is that we fill in holes, and we've been able to fill in holes of specialties that haven't, for example, rheumatology, dermatology, where there haven't been residents and physicians who come out to take those roles. Then PAs, we've been able to fill those gaps. I think that's ideal, to give them a three-month residency for a seasoned PA.
Right.
And then I would say that they would pretty much be ready to go. I got hooked, and you know, it was just slowly getting more and more involved, and just really enjoyed it, and found out that it was a lot of fun. And
the students loved you. Let's not leave that out.
It was fun. We, you know, it was great to be able to. I'd gone to Stanford and had a lot of really excellent, well-known physicians teaching us, but they weren't teachers. And so and I just thought to myself, why can't they make this easier? Medicine really isn't all that difficult. You can explain it easy. And if I can get it, anybody can get it. So when I was studying and preparing my lectures, I thought, oh, this is easy. And so, of course, using humor, woke up the students and gave them, a reason to be there, and also helped them learn better. So I just really enjoyed that. I felt like I was making a difference, and I felt that I wanted to make sure that each and every one of them got it, not just the top person. That I wanted to make sure that if they went out and they saw patients and they were from MEDEX, that everybody would say, wow, they're a MEDEX grad, and I can tell. So. And one of the things that I've really been passionate about is wanting more visibility about PAs. Group health, their patients are pretty familiar with who PAs are. So I feel lucky there. But you get the occasional patient who doesn't know. But with working in the general public and with legislators and some administrators and even some physicians and some of these meetings I would go to, there was a lot of, they didn't have a clear understanding of what PAs were, what we could do. They kind of jumbled us all together with nurses and nurse practitioners, and even had some animosity. So I thought, well, it's time to I want PA to be a household word. Right. You say, when somebody asks you, what do you do? And you say, I'm a physician, everybody knows what that is. If you say, I'm a nurse, everybody knows what that is. When you say I'm a PA, not everybody knows what that is. Well, I want it. Someday, when you say I'm a PA, somebody's going to say, well, I know exactly what that is, and I have a PA, and I love my PA. And they're the only people I want to see, or whatever. I really want to see that happen someday. And the only way that's going to happen is if we get out there and start putting the information out there over and over and over again.
It was really good of you to put that issue front and center, because I do think, I actually see it as the responsibility of every individual PA to make that happen.
I agree with you. And I think that it certainly helps when you're an excellent PA. I think that speaks volumes about the profession. But I think, too, you've got to sit and explain it. So when you do meet a patient who says, oh, well, you're my doctor, you need to say, well, no, I'm a PA, and not just let it go and then, you know what I mean?
Right.
You need to clarify at all times.
What's the responsibility of a student in promoting PAs, or of an individual PAs?
Well, I think first and foremost is being the best PA you can be, and making sure that whoever you're in contact with, whoever you see, the patient, the physician, that they're clear of what a PA is, that you are a PA. You're not a physician, you're not a nurse, that you're a PA. And you're proud of that, and you show that by explaining and by being the best you can be, and giving the best care that you can give.
It's interesting to me in talking to, there's a number of us that are in the same generation, and we're trained about the same time.
Right.
And one of the fun things that I think is fascinating to talk about is how the career has taken us places we would have never imagined.
Exactly.
Would you say that about your career?
Yes, I would. Well, I've worked hard in that. I've seen patients. I've done a good job. But I think that doors have opened up for me that have just been fantastic. You guys called me and said, do you want to teach that? And do you want to run for WAPA? Do you want to run for president? Well, I didn't want to run for president, but they couldn't find anybody.
Everybody should do it once.
Yes, exactly. But I just have been very, very fortunate, very blessed. It's been a good life. It's been a good career. It
seems like it's a unique feature, though, of the PA profession, that there's so much flexibility, and that most of us feel that doors were open that created opportunities for ourselves, our children.
Exactly.
Our
exactly. Families. I think so too. And I think that, the profession itself, almost because it exists, it attracts a certain type of personality, a certain type of person. And it's not the one who's father has paid for everything and is a physician, and so they want to be a physician, and you know, they're the ones who spent time in the Peace Corps working, or were physicians in other countries.
But I hope that the career gives them the same things that we've got, which is you never knew where it would take you.
Yes, and just tons of, I mean, the flexibility is amazing. You to come out of school and say, well, I've been a primary care PA for a number of years. I think I want to do derm, or I think I want to do neurosurgery, or gee, I'm interested in cardiology, or whatever. I think that's terrific, and it's not only terrific for them, but it's terrific for our system, because we can fill gaps and fill those holes.
And have fun doing it.
And have fun doing it, and be good at it.